Hello, everybody. My name is Rob Peterson,
I'm Aaron Chandler.
And Ryan Grace.
and this is One Year Rain Radio.
I think you fucked it up.
Yeah, I think you
1
fucked
year
it up.
radio.
Yeah, 1 year radio sounds a hell of a lot
All right,
better.
so go ahead.
What do you mean go ahead? You start this.
Hey, everybody. This is Rob Peterson,
I'm Aaron Chandler.
And Ryan Grace.
and this is One Year Radio.
The panda.
The Panda.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Just one more time for fun.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. This is Rob Peterson,
Aaron Chandler.
And Ryan Grace. Ooh.
and this is One Year Radio. What the hell was that?
One more.
No, that's only one of them. It's too late. It's already recorded. All right, well, I figured we could do a shot.
Always
Are you
down for
interested,
that.
Ryan?
Sure.
Okay.
Glug, glug, glug.
I'll give you. You're a man. You can handle it.
By the way, is everybody surviving the good old pandemic?
I think that's what killed Matt and Mike.
Yeah, I think it actually
We
is.
killed Matt and Mike.
Right. My bad.
All right, so read what's on your shot glass, Aaron.
Take a shot for Harambe. He took one for you. I'll drink to that.
All right, I got the Hybrid Theory shot glass, which was or after your time, I guess. And what do
I
you
have a son with a crown.
Oh,
This is very true.
what does it say?
It says rain.
What is does it say anything else?
No.
Are you sure?
You're trying too hard. It says 1 year rain.
Okay, cool. They sound familiar.
To
Good to
bitches
see
and
you
hoes.
again, boys. It's been too long. Oh,
Oh,
I'm glad that's cold. I feel so old right now.
oh. Okay, what do we have to talk about, Ryan? You're the man with the sheets of notes.
So I figured Aaron and I could start talking about how we formed the band.
Okay, how was that?
Well, did you come to me or did I come to you?
I came to you because we wanted to write a song for Mock.
This is okay. Yep. So we all went to high school together. First of all, that's how we know each other. I knew Ryan before I knew Robbie, and yes, Ryan was writing a movie because he was a movie guru back in the day. Still is. I don't know. Are you?
Still is.
Still is. Okay. Yeah. And I said, yeah, I'm always down to do something. That sounds fun. Plus, I was interested in playing something outside of the woodwind instrument.
Mm-hmm. You were a saxophone, right?
Yes.
Something, eh?
Which, by the way, was something. Which, by the way, now I have not picked up a saxophone since 2016.
Wow.
So almost 5 years now. I haven't picked up a saxophone.
Dude, I remember you playing that when we had jazz night.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun back in the day. Wasn't passionate about it. I didn't like practicing.
I don't know. You were a beast. The couple solos you did, the improv.
You didn't see me in college. There were people that outshined the crap out of me.
Oh, sure,
Like, yeah,
but-
I might have stood out in high school because like I had like some level of talent to it, but when I got to college, it was a huge ego dive for me. Like there was no way I was keeping up, and I just didn't really want to get any better at it. So,
So you became humbled into the ground to give up the instrument?
sure, we'll go with that.
Sounds like my everyday life.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, I wonder if that
anyway.
was the fall of my interest.
Anyway, that's rabbit hole number 1 of that story. But yes, Ryan approached me to help him write a song for the movie he was making, which was entitled Mock.
Where did he approach you? Did he touch you?
I'm pretty sure it was the band room.
That sounds right. Or the choir room, wherever we had.
Yeah, in the public eye,
yeah.
so there were no reach-arounds.
High school wasn't that weird.
What the hell was that?
Your computer darkened.
Did my computer just crash?
No, it just darkened.
Oh, okay. I'm going to make sure it's still recording.
Something is...
What if it's not?
Is it?
It's good.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything's public forum now.
Yeah, we're still recording, so we're good. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, yeah. He approached me. I said yes. So one day, I mean, I'm just kind of dicking around at home, and this was when like Line 6 had like Pod Farm out, like the original version of the software. So I'm like dicking around at home, having fun with my at the time Gibson Les Paul. Which, by the way, another rabbit hole. That guitar got stolen when I was in college. My Gibson Les Paul.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, that was a real letdown for me. I was very sad the day I found out it got stolen, and my old Marshall amplifier got stolen too. But that thing was busted anyway, so that's jokes on the guy that stole it, because it wasn't working anyway.
That thing was horrible. You would turn that thing up.
Yeah, no, it was definitely,
yeah.
that was definitely a dud from Guitar Center. I know they got that from Guitar Center. That was a Christmas gift years ago. I know they got that from Guitar Center, because no, that was a dud out of the box, and we didn't know anything about pro coverage or warranty or anything like that, so I didn't know we could do anything about it. I just thought I had to deal with it, so that's why it sounded like shit. So now I know better. And
You sure it wasn't your playing?
we'll talk about that later.
Dude, I remember you turned that thing up 1 like millimeter, and it went from like 10 decibels to 100 decibels.
Yep, it would do that. You remember that?
So it went past 11?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it would do that.
Yeah, it went from like 1 to 50.
Rob Reiner's going to have a word with you.
Quite possibly.
Hashtag Spinal Tap.
So yeah, you approached me. I was dicking around on my guitar. I wrote the riff, which was a pretty basic, just kind of
Power chord riff.
power chord, just like in drop D or drop C sharp or whatever we like to write our songs in. Mm-hmm. And I showed him. I'm like, hey, I got this idea here. Listen to this. Tell me what you think. Mm-hmm. And he heard it, and he's like, starts playing drums to it. And after that, we became the greatest band in New Lenox.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes,
That's not a joke.
Well, it was programmable animal technically.
we don't talk about them. They're not located around here anymore.
Yeah, it's true. Although neither are we.
It's true.
I mean, it's still a center for us. I mean, Robbie's still here. Does Zach live in New Lenox now? Or
No, Zach is over in Glendale Heights now.
that's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all now currently spread out around.
Yeah.
Like New Lenox is like the center of where we all are at the moment. So it's kind of weird what happened.
And we're currently at my residence. For the people listening.
Do you want me to give them your address?
Yes.
Okay.
Please give it. Yes. Look
right,
that
hold
up
on.
and give it to them now.
I've got it in my MapQuest.
Please don't do
Careful,
that.
everybody's
sorry.
all the ladies are gonna start flocking to your house.
I was going to try to
take
call
your
your
pants
bluff.
off.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be ladies. I think it might be dudes.
All in
You
all, we
swing
need
the
more
other way
fans.
now. It is 2021. This is acceptable culture.
Actually,
At this
apparently,
point in time.
according to my work, it's the old ladies, like 70 and up. Yeah, they really like me.
You
They
like
need
them-
love too.
them cougars.
Oh, you're such a sweet little boy.
Did they pinch your cheek?
What?
What?
They touched me in my no square.
I was asking about your cheek, but okay. Right. Escalated that pretty quick.
All right, what's the next topic?
Mike
here?
Foglia.
Oh,
How
Mike
did he
Foglia.
get introduced? Because you told me a little bit ago that you didn't know him before.
Slap of the bass.
There's a lot of stories coming from me here. I gotta dig
Yeah,
through.
well, I haven't seen you in 5-6 years, so
Man,
this
I
is
feel,
your
I feel like
comeuppance.
I feel like I'm grave robbing. I gotta dig up all these memories somehow.
Hey, that used to be a good profession back in Egyptian times.
It was I
Grave
can't-
robbing?
but you can't monetize it nowadays. It's illegal nowadays. So, Mike Foglia. How did I was jamming with. You remember Dave Banks?
Yes.
Yeah, I was jamming with him, and Mike Foglia was in that little jam group that I was in with him. So I knew he played bass because he came over and jammed with us one time.
Wasn't I in that band too at one point?
Possibly.
Or did we bring him into ours?
I thought we brought him into ours. I don't think you ever jammed, because it was all blues jam stuff that we were doing. I don't think you were ever involved in that. You were always pretty eccentric with your music tastes. So
wouldn't blues fit in?
I mean, you're gonna have to tell me. I don't remember if you ever jammed. With
I just
group.
remember playing with him a couple times, and I don't remember if it was under the One Year Rain banner or the blue.
I don't even know who this man is.
We might have done both. Honestly, it might have been both. Either way, I brought him to us because I knew he played bass and I knew we were jamming with them, and I'm like, hey. We need a bassist in our little group. You want in? And he was like, sure, that sounds fun, or whatever the fuck Mike Foglia said. I don't know what he said.
Well, obviously he said yes because we have memories of him playing with us.
Yeah.
He always would come up with the coolest bass lines. Just very creative.
Yeah, he was. He got. He joined the top jazz band in our high school, and I like Jackson just turned him into a shredder. I don't know what happened from like the first year of him being in that band versus the second year, but like he just evolved. It was like watching a Pokemon evolve. I swear.
So what Pokemon would he have been? Like I feel like he's a Squirtle. That's just me.
I don't know. I think
into a Blastoise.
I think he's more like a Charmander that evolved into a Charizard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like that's a little.
He surpassed what's the in between Charmeleon? Is it
Charmeleon? Yeah.
He surpassed that. He went straight from Charmander to Charizard. Like that's how it was.
I didn't think he was that fierce.
You'd be surprised.
When I think Charizard, I'm scared. I probably wet myself.
I don't know, you guys. I think he went from Mew to Mewtwo.
Oh damn! Actually,
that actually makes more sense.
That, yeah.
I like his analogy better.
Yeah.
Actually, just completely ditched what I just said. I like his analogy better.
Very cool.
So that's better. But yeah, he was very creative, and that's what we appreciated about him.
Fun fact: Mock is the only song that he wrote the lyrics to that I'm aware of.
Oh my God, he did, didn't he?
We had the mock dance. Do you remember the mock dance?
Yeah, I remember. I couldn't do it because I was sitting down, but yeah, I remember.
He also created that.
No, he didn't.
I thought he did. No.
That was me in disbelief, not challenging you.
Oh, okay.
But that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he did the dance.
Yeah, he started the dance, and then we did it together, and that was our bonding moment. Yeah, and then he left.
Oh,
we could talk about that. Nobody really knows what happened.
With what, Mike Foglia leaving? Yeah, so Mike Foglia was a thing, and he did great, and then just one day he wasn't there.
He was gone.
One day he just kind of stopped showing up.
He was adrift. Nobody could find him. He wouldn't answer his phone. He just was...
What do you think happened?
I think the headaches got to him. I don't think he could play music because his headaches were getting too much for him.
Oh, yeah, there's that, too.
I forgot. Yeah, he did have that problem.
Wow, here I am grounded in reality. If you were like, oh, he's dead.
Well...
Mike, if you hear this, you're dead.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's very creepy. Is this an alter ego you have? The whispering...
yes.
What rhymes with whispering?
Whistler?
The whispering whistler. The whispering whistler.
That sounds like a mic check right there. Whispering whistler.
How did you get brought in?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, you guys... Well, I hung out with Aaron because we met at Madrigal's, right?
Was it Madrigal's? I don't know. No, singing...
Singing Nights?
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, that dorky choir group that we were a part of.
Oh, that was great. That was great. So embarrassing, but great. Yeah, so we met, and then we learned that we both had the same favorite band, which is Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, that's right. That's how they got involved because I appreciated Avenged Sevenfold as much as he and Zach both did. He was first, and then Zach kind of tagged along.
What was it? You guys needed a lead guitarist, and apparently I was up for the chops.
I think you were too excited.
You were better than I was. You were better than I was.
Well, I was serious about guitar at the time, and then I don't know what happened. But
Robbie could shred back in the day. I've never been able to do what he could do.
Well, and I mean, I think I came across Zach, and he was better than I was, and I got discouraged. So I'm like, we should probably just get this guy on lead guitar. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do? It's like, well, I can sing. And that's just, I think, how it happened.
Cool.
Then 1 Year Rain As You Know It was born.
The original 1 Year Rain.
I think I actually told Zach he was in the band before I got your guys' approval.
Yeah, it sounds
Awkward.
Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. And I think we
Awkward.
found out about that and we got upset with you, and then we just kind of decided to go with it, just because we didn't want to upset anybody. So,
Yeah.
I think it's because the talent pool was pretty low in New Lenox.
well, that too, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's-
well,
yeah.
I mean, there was your brother Justin. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he came in later.
Yeah, we'll talk about him later.
Yeah, he was a very short part of the band. But yeah, Zach came in, and damn, he was a drama queen when he first joined.
He was a drama queen through the entire time that I was there, at least from what I remember. From what I hear, he was a drama queen even after I left.
Dude, I just remember...
Zach, if you can hear this, you're dead.
I'm sorry, Zach, if you can hear this. But maybe I'll cut this out, but maybe not. It depends how mad he gets at me. What, right? So
I
think
just see Zach listening to this getting redder and redder going, guys.
I think one of our first band practices, we were all playing, and I had this shitty sound system, and I couldn't even hear my own damn vocal. And Zach had that power amp that was pointing straight to his feet. I'm like, dude, it's too loud. And he's like, well, I can't hear it. I was like, well, it's too loud. And we just got like, it was like, that was such a disagreement for the longest time. I would go over to his amp and secretly turn it down. Then he would turn it back up.
I remember watching that behind the drum set. I had a great time. It was like a British comedy unfolding before my very eyes.
I'm blowing out my voice. Now we have an inner system, so that's great. But back then, that would have been nice. But yeah, that was a battle. And I think eventually I put a brick under his amp and angled it up towards his face, and that helped a lot.
Go back to the paleo stage.
Oh my
That
God.
helps.
I remember I used to had to, when we practiced at your house, Ryan, I would have to step outside the room and sing through an amplifier, like a guitar amplifier, just so I could practice with you guys. I couldn't even be in the same room.
I'm sure that the 4 mid-aged kids in the room and their stink also didn't have anything to do with it.
I'm sure it didn't.
Definitely had something to do with it.
So, Aaron, actually, maybe this is more for Ryan. Why did we call Aaron 5 cheeseburgers again?
I was wondering why 5 cheeseburgers was on the note, and I suddenly remembered that was a nickname that I never really fully understood. So now I'm intrigued. Yes, why was I called 5 cheeseburgers?
Well, we were at White Castle after one of our mini post-band,
Not
dinners.
not Denny's this time.
not Denny's, no.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
Usually it was Denny's.
It was. That's our post-show. Our post-practice is usually
No,
White
we would end
Castle.
up at Denny's post practice. Denny's was like a regardless of the situation.
I
kind of
guess
thing
it's true.
usually.
But when they opened up the White Castle by the Walmart, we're like, yeah, let's not drive 20 minutes to Denny's. Let's just go around the corner.
God, I haven't
I
had White
digress.
Castle in years.
So you're standing at the counter, and it was you and Zach ordered whatever he was having, and I don't remember what it was. And then you ordered your 5 cheeseburgers, and the guy at the counter said, "What's the name?" And you said, 5 cheeseburgers. And you looked at him like you lost a couple brain cells. And the guy looked at you like you lost a couple brain cells. And then Zach's like, he wants your name. And you go, oh, Aaron.
Oh, I laughed so hard I farted.
So we're sitting back at the table, and the only one that knew about this was Zach. And they call for 5 cheeseburgers. And you go, oh, that's me. And you get up and you go get your 5 cheeseburgers.
Oh, that's me.
And then after that, your name was 5 cheeseburgers, and Zach's was Gutbuster, because apparently he got so much food he started calling himself the Gutbuster.
Oh my God.
No, nicknames got to come naturally from other people. Zach cannot be Gutbuster because he gifted himself that nickname. There's no way.
All right. Well,
we don't talk about Gutbuster, so
yeah. Well, I call them Zachy Gates. So
Zachy Gates. Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense. Zach can play some serious guitar.
Yeah, he can.
That's why.
Not unserious, only serious.
Sarcastic guitar. He plays sarcastic guitar.
That's interesting to sip on.
Yeah, I wouldn't sip on Tito's.
Actually, I kind of like it, but I usually like it through a straw and with a cube of ice. And just to sip on that for the night is fantastic.
Where would you fit the rest of the liquor if it's just in a shot glass with an ice and a straw?
Liquor. I hardly know her.
No, I put it in a regular size or a half size glass. You know, like one of those fancy looking glasses that you get at the bar. No,
I don't go to the bar.
I know. So that was a bad analogy.
Is it like a champagne flute?
So, do you remember the time it was my dad's birthday and I wanted to buy him a case of beer, but I wasn't 21 yet. And I had you buy it for me, Ryan. And I waited outside the store.
No, you didn't.
Like a criminal.
No, you didn't. What happened is that I had to go inside and get 2 cases of alcohol for your father, and then everyone in the store knew that I didn't drink alcohol. So they see me walking up with 48 cans in my
48
hands.
cases? Jesus Christ, you alcoholic.
He carried them all on his back.
That's amazing.
And Robbie decided that since he's not 21, he didn't want to get carded and void the whole transaction, so he just walked his happy ass clear across the other side of the store. And I go pay for it, go outside to the car, and I meet him outside, and he just holds up a stick of gum and says, "All right, I'm good."
A stick of gum?
Yeah, or a candy bar, something that was like a couple bucks.
Why would I even have that?
Because you were probably anxious as hell about buying liquor.
So I just bought something random?
Yep. I thought it was strange too, but I didn't question it.
All right,
We're all
well
so
then.
innocent children. Oh my God.
Still are.
I don't know. Well, Aaron, definitely not. Me and you have a chance. I know, Aaron.
No, I'm getting old. My old age is setting in. I have to go to bed at like 9:30. I got to drink my prune juice and
Yeah, you're becoming an old man. Speaking of young
women.
ages,
Right.
I think it was the same night that you bought that beer for my dad that we saw Aaron in the parking lot.
I don't think that was the same night. Was it at Walmart? Were you guys at Walmart?
Yeah, I think that was the same night. We were walking out to our car, and all of a sudden, Aaron runs along and is
Not the proudest moment of my life.
I was just about to say, I'm going to ignore the shameful look on your face right now.
Not the proudest moment of my
And
life.
what car were you driving then?
I was driving a Mazda.
A Mazda. Wow.
Mazda.
So tell us, we saw you drove over, and what were you doing, Aaron?
Driving, obviously.
Or
I was driving. Yeah. What are you trying to say?
driving with the fucking...
I was driving with... I was texting and driving. I broke the law. I was texting and driving.
With a Bud Light bottle.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bud Light bottle in his left hand in the Walmart parking lot.
That's where he peed.
Yep, I was peeing in the bottle.
I was like, oh, wow, Aaron.
It was all I had in the car. I had to pee. I had to just pee in the bottle.
Yeah, road trips, long time.
Exactly.
Penises are
It's a very long time to get across New Lenox. Very long time.
Come on, Robbie, get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, you're wrong.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
I'm wrong. You're right.
No, for real. Not one of the most proudest moments of my life.
Not one of the most proudest?
Not one of the most proudest, yes.
Well, yeah, peeing in a bottle is pretty demeaning.
Yeah.
It's very, very demeaning. Not as demeaning as shitting in a woods, which I have done a couple times in the past few years.
Well, we can't all be bears.
No, we can't.
Speaking of forest.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Would you like to start?
Do you guys remember the Blair Column project?
Yeah, we were just watching the video. I'm a goddamn log, you fuckers.
Well, better than Mike being the wrong Mike in the video.
At least he had a body double. Come on.
Well, one could say you made it out of the forest alive in that video.
I don't know about that. I was already dead when the video started.
That's true.
Well, yeah, I guess you were because you were a disconnected log. There might have been fungi on you that might have survived.
You were your own ecosystem, therefore you were not completely dead.
Yeah, you were decomposing.
I was being decomposed.
Oh, that video was so much fun.
It was a funny video. Well, you're promoting Penny Road Pub. Wasn't that wasn't that up in like Harrington or whatever?
Barrington.
Yeah, that was north. That show was way north.
Yeah,
That was 40 minutes from north.
That was with George Medina. That was a promoter.
I'll never play for that dude again.
So we played the show, and I think we brought maybe like 30 people or something like that.
I think that's a little high. I was thinking more like 15.
15. Okay, so we brought 15.
I think we brought like 20.
If we had a tour bus, we could have brought more, like 30. But
So we brought our 15 groupies.
also known as the roadie crew.
Yeah, and after the show, so I don't know, it's 15 times 7. What is that?
Well, added for inflation
15
is probably
times
about
7?
$100 or something?
105.
105.
Well, yeah. Yeah, 15 times 7 is, it's 105.
So enough to pay the sound guy. But of course there were like 5 other bands playing that night who also brought their own people. Which I'm sure they drew about the same we did. And we get, end of the night and we're like, all right, so what do we get paid? And I would have even been happy if we made $50. But the guy's just like, oh, sorry, you don't get paid anything. I'm like, what? Like, come on, at least give me a little bit of scratch. Give me gas money. Nope, nothing. 2-hour drive, 45-minute set in the basement of a bar.
We didn't even get 45 minutes. They cut us short.
Really?
Oh, yeah. No, because I think I had a timer on my phone just to see how long we were going, and they called 10 minutes, like 20 minutes into the show.
Yeah, so we got royally screwed when we should have at least made something. I mean, I don't even care if they would have gave us $50, but they just took all the money for themselves. And this happened way too often.
Well, who also did that?
That one guy from the Aqua Lounge.
Did you play the Aqua Lounge?
No, I saw you guys play the Aqua Lounge. I don't think I played it. I'm pretty sure. I've been there. I'm pretty sure I was just watching you guys play, though. Yeah, because Justin was in the band at that point. Yeah. So.
Do you remember that one show that George Medina booked for us and then he canceled it without even telling us?
Oh!
I thought that was the George Medina story you were going to lay on him for.
What venue was that?
It was Penny Road Pub.
It was Penny Road Pub again.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I was pissed about.
Yep.
Now I remember. Yeah, so we call like the day before and we're like, hey, we're just wondering what the cover charge is.
And you called the venue, right? Because you couldn't get in contact with George.
I couldn't get, like literally 2 weeks, I couldn't, he would not respond.
Sounds like you went to prison.
Maybe he did. But
maybe he's dead.
2 weeks.
George, if you're listening to this, you're dead.
Okay, I'm not going to say that. That's too mean. Even for George. And so we call up the venue and we're like, what's the cover charge? And like, what are you talking about? There's no show tomorrow.
Cover charge for what?
Cover charge for what? And we're like, we're supposed to play tomorrow. And like they like, okay, please hold. And like 10 minutes pass and they're like, oh no, that show was canceled a month ago. I was so furious.
And there were 3 other bands that were there, and you didn't contact any of them either, so we had to tell the other bands.
Yeah, we told the other bands because nobody knew. They were asking us. And, oh man, that guy, he's a piece of shit.
So what did we do? We salvaged the show by playing in Matt Walusik's garage, like an old-fashioned garage show with Programmable Animal, and we invited the other 2 bands, but they all lived too far away, and they wouldn't be able to bring anyone. But that was the most packed show we ever had because it was in a basement garage.
Yeah, and that was a fun show. So fun. Were you there for that one?
No, I don't think I was. I don't recall ever playing in Matt Walusik's garage.
Oh, dude, I felt so underground with that one. That was a good show.
I could have gone for a good underground show. The most underground I ever felt was playing graduation parties. We did that for a minute.
You remember our first show?
Yeah, your graduation party.
No,
was it your graduation?
It wasn't
party?
My graduation. It was Kyle Pasego's graduation.
Oh my god!
Was that our first show?
That was our first show. I'm pretty sure.
Was Zach there for it?
I don't even know if he was in the band at the point.
I was gonna say because Zach joined after your graduation party.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was our first show.
Mike Fogley wasn't even in the band at this point because we had a different guy for Robbie's graduation. I don't remember Taylor. Taylor something.
Yeah.
Taylor Haas. That's
There we go.
right.
Haas,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a beast.
Yeah, he was solid. Wait. So Taylor did Pasego's graduation party, and
No. yours.
I don't
And
think
yours.
he did Pasego's, did he? I think it was just me.
The three of us.
Yeah, I think it was just the three of us and Mike.
who played
maybe.
bass?
Mike wasn't in the band because it was Taylor still.
Yeah, I think it was just the three of us. I don't think we played. I didn't think we had a bass player at the time.
What did we
Or
play?
Mike
We
Foglia,
didn't have any songs.
or Mike Foglia wasn't available that day or something.
I think we only played like 6 hours. So I spent like 2 hours or 3 hours setting up because I had no idea what I was doing.
Okay.
No, none of us did.
Yeah.
None of us had any idea.
And I played on like these speakers that had like 4 8-inch speakers in them. And they were passive, run off this really shitty amplifier. Actually, we still have the speakers. They sound absolutely awful.
By the way, if we do ever get that going again, I've got PA gear up the ass.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Oh, nice. So
Lots of it.
all right, maybe we'll.
Only thing I don't have is subs, but I can probably get my hands on those.
Kyle Pasego, if you are listening, graduate again so we can redeem ourselves.
Yes, please.
Or have a reunion of the graduation party.
But I mean, for what it was, I feel like we did well. It was fun.
I don't remember it, so it must have gone mediocre.
I remember it.
I would say it was mediocre. I think there's like 1 or 2 shows I can remember that stood out that we did really well in. One of those being the Farm Fuck Festival, but
Oh yeah, you want? What was your experience?
I was at the first one. Ryan already gave me a story from the second one about he was telling that upstairs.
So-
but we could discuss that again. So
A little backstory for the listeners. Anthony Wanitis was one of the organizers for the Farm Fuck Festival. And then Angie something was like the head of it. I'm not quite sure what her name. Maybe it was Angela. I'm not sure. But Aaron, I don't even remember the first Farm Fuck Festival. So can you remind me how that went?
I mean, why don't you remember it?
I don't know.
Well, it was like any other of our shows. We showed up and it was kind of hot outside, and we played the show. It was in a nice little trailer. We were set up. The stage was like a trailer. We got up, we played our set, and people were there. People cheered, and we left. I think it
Wow.
kind of rained that day.
Sounds memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember us playing really well that day. I know we played really well. We had some new material out, too. That was like one of the first shows that we played some new material at, too. Like we played Unfulfilled, and I think we played Rebel Souls. I think because Anthony was there, and I think he came up and sang with us.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did I run sound for that one?
No, I think you did for the second one.
I did it for the second one.
Because Aaron was talking to the sound guy, and he was like, "Hey, man, you gotta bring up the guitars, man. I can't hear." You don't remember that?
no,
You were talking to the sound guy, and Robbie came up to me and he goes, "Dude, he needs to fucking stop because he's gonna embarrass me. We're not gonna come back next year."
Oh man.
why didn't you say something to me?
Because we didn't want to.
That doesn't accomplish anything.
Well, we know that now, but back in the day, we're just like, just let him be. He'll be fine. And obviously, you weren't.
All right,
But
so
we did come back next year.
I think the most interesting part about Farm Fuck Festival, I don't know why I can't say it, Triple F, was not actually the concert, but what happened after the concert the second time with a Sir Randy. Can you elaborate on that story, Ryan?
Well, for the first thing, I don't remember playing at all. I just remember the after effects. So my wife was in the hospital with her sister at the time, so I had her vehicle because it could fit the drum set. And I brought along Randy, and he's wearing his white One Year Rain shirt. He's showing support, throwing them rock horns in the air. And after the show, he decides that he wants to be a BA, and he grabs Jackie. Was Jackie there?
Jackie was there, and
Yeah.
she was the problem.
Yep. She kept instigating Randy to take shots, and he's like, okay.
Speaking of
okay.
shots,
And Randy is kind of like me. He doesn't drink alcohol.
I think you should probably get started on that before you leave.
Okay. So he doesn't drink alcohol, and he decided to pull the stopper out of her vodka that she kept passing him and just go full on down the hatch. And I don't remember how much he had. It had to have been at least half of the bottle.
I think he drank half.
And Jackie's like, oh, this is going to be great. I can't wait for him to have the after effects. And he's like, nah, bro, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
And so I'm wandering around the fest doing whatever I'm doing.
Cheers.
And I see him every time I look over, leaning up against one of the tent poles, just hanging out.
Whoa, that's Tito's. Sorry, go ahead.
So I say, hey, Randy, it's time to go home now. I need to get you back to your wife. He goes, okay. And for those that are unaware, Randy is a bigger guy, and he doesn't get out much, so he doesn't go to a lot of rock concerts. So I said, all right, it's time to go. He goes, okay. So he gets off the tent pole and then just teeters all the way down to the ground. Just one fluid motion of tent pole to ground. Then he rolls over, and I'm like, okay, you got 5 minutes to collect yourself, and then we're beating it out of here. So I give him 5 minutes, and I go, all right, let's get up. So I get him up with some help from other people, get him in Faith's car, and then set off down the road. We get 100 yards from the Farm Fuck Fest, and he goes, Ryan, I need you to pull over. And I was like, okay. So I roll down the window. He just says, that, I'm opening the door. He opens the door and just lets loose, just out the window, out the door, out of his mouth. And I'm sitting there going, okay, he only had half of a bottle. That probably what he threw up was about half of a bottle of vodka. I got this. So I go, okay, man, let's get in the car. We got wife to get home to. And this Farm Fuck Fest is still going on. So I'm hearing music and cheering and clapping and everything. And Robbie was running sound, so he was there the whole night. And I go, okay, Randy, it's time to get back in the car. And he goes, okay. And he proceeds to sit on the floor of Faith's car and keep upchucking out the door. So I'm sitting there going, man, this sucks. So I call Faith and I say, hey, I got a drunk guy in your car. What do I do? She goes, well, you need to get back in the car. And I was like, okay, this is Randy we're talking about. He's actually pretty stubborn when he's drunk. I don't know what to do. She goes, try calling his wife. I said, that's a brilliant idea. But I didn't have Kim's number at the time. So I go, Randy, I need your phone. And he doesn't register that I'm talking to him. He's just eyes glazed over, head up against the chair going, it hurts. And at one point, he got out of the car, and the road is a gravelly road. It's like basically one-way street, gravel road, and there's a ditch right off the side of the road, and it goes down and down and down for about 20 feet.
Mind you, it just rained.
Yeah, it just rained, so it's wet and muddy and shitty out. So at one point, between me getting out of the car to go to his side of the car, he gets off of Faith's car and is on his stomach rolling down the hill.
Oh, my God.
And I'm running after him like, no, you're going the wrong way. The car's this way. So I get on the other side of him, and I just stand there, and I prevent him from keeping going down the cliff, because I know if he gets all the way down there, game over, man. He's not going home. He's going to die there.
Yeah. At what point did you call me? Like, how long?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So this is about half an hour after we left the festival, and I finally get Randy's phone out of his pocket, and I call Kim, and I said, hey, Kim, I've got a situation with your husband. She goes, what happened? And I said, well, he's kind of in the middle of a ditch, basically face down, half a bottle of liquor in him. She goes, okay, put me on. So I go, hey, Randy, I got someone here who wants to talk to you. And he just goes, ah! So I go, here you go. It's Kim. And she goes, hey, Randy, come on, buddy. Let's get up. Let's get off the ground. You want to come see me, don't you? And he goes, it hurts. I'm so sorry. And it's the same thing he said during their 3-minute conversation is, it hurts, and I'm so sorry. Those are the only 5 words he could say. So Kim didn't really help. He got up off of his tummy, sat up, and then just put his back on the ground. And I'm like, no, you need to go up. Get on your feet. So I try hoisting himself up on my own. Didn't work. Didn't work. He's pulling me down. And I go, okay, fuck this. So now, after about an hour, I call Robbie, and I go, hey, bud, what you doing? And Robbie goes, I'm still running sound for Farm Fuck Fest. And I go, okay, cool. Can you help me? Yeah, what do you need? I'm down the street with a Randy, and he needs help. He goes, you haven't even left yet? And I was like, well, I technically left, but I'm still here. So can you help?
I was so surprised you were still there. How long was it again?
It was about an hour, 20 minutes.
Yeah. I remember I'm like, man, that guy left like right after we were done playing. I was still running sound for Programmable Animal. And it was like the end of their set. And then you called me. And I was like, well, I still have to clean up the whole PA. So I clean up the whole PA and I head over. And lo and behold, they're still there.
Yep. And it's dark out now. And I just see Robbie, Tom Cruise, running at me as fast as he can. And I go, help, help. And he sees Faith's car pulled off on the side of the road. He gets down there and he goes, hey, Randy, you got to get up, man. Randy, get up. And he's like, no. So Robbie's like, all right, let's get him up. And, you know, 2 string bean kind of guys trying to get this guy off the ground. We get him up and we drag him a couple feet. And Rob's like, nope, put him down. We need help. So Robbie goes running up to the side of the road, starts waving his hands like it's a movie. Help! And this car pulls over, and what was it? Truck. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Were there 3 people or 4 people?
There were there's 4 people in the truck, or maybe it was 3. I don't know. Who cares? But one of them ended up being back then Melanie wasn't my wife, but okay, whatever. So my wife's cousin comes out of the car. And they all start helping us. But I didn't really realize it was her at first because I had only met her one time at Christmas, like a year before that. So they start helping us, and I'll let you take it from here. Go ahead.
So they are like, okay, what seems to be the problem? And I'm like, I got this big, hefty dude. He's not responsive. He only knows 5 words in his vocabulary right now. We need to get him up to that truck up there about 20 feet away. She goes, okay. So the 3 girls pick up a limb, and we try hauling him up, but it's so steep, we can't do it. So she goes, hold on, do you guys have a blanket? And I'm like, yeah, I use a blanket to wrap up my drum set. She goes, go get it. So I grabbed it, and we put it on the ground, and we rolled his happy ass over. Then we each take a corner and hoist him up like it's World War II, and he's on the battlefield. We get him up the hill. Open up the car door, and we're trying to shove it in.
Oh, it was so hard.
We're shoving him into the car, and this guy's not moving. Like, he's dead if he's not breathing. He's not moving. He's not blinking. He's not talking anymore. He's just there for the ride.
Let me give you a little time frame for all this. This is probably 45 minutes after I arrived.
So I'm going to interrupt you guys right now. You absolutely should have dialed 911 and sent him to the hospital.
Well, kids.
Yeah,
anyways. Plus, I'm sure we were doing an illegal concert, so there's that. Oh, what are you doing here, kids?
You can't. So paramedics can't do anything about that. They're not law enforcement.
Yeah, but I'm sure a cop car would have come first before the paramedics.
Not if you ask for paramedics, like 911. We need an ambulance. When somebody's dying, they'll send an ambulance.
I wasn't in that frame of mind, and neither was Randy. So we get him into the car, push him inside. And then this motherfucker pulls up his pants because his ass is hanging out. We get him in the car without help. We're in the back seat, pulling him through to the other side, shove the door closed, and he just fixes his pants. Like he can do it the whole time.
Hadn't moved the whole entire time, and then once we get him in, he fixes his pants.
Yeah, he's thinking, oh, thank God I'm finally somewhere warm. Now let me fix myself. So I say thank you to everybody, and I leave them, and I'm driving 40 minutes to get him back home. And I'm going over a bridge, and he goes, stop, pull over. I was like, no, I learned my lesson already. I ain't stopping until you're home. So he rolls down the window, and he goes, out the window. And I'm like, it's been 3 hours. What's left? So he gets home, and Kim comes out, and she goes, hey, buddy, how you doing? And his head's out the window, and he's going, I'm so sorry. It hurts.
And what time was it about?
Almost 10 o'clock.
Jeez.
And we played at like 6 or 5.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Are you sure it was? I feel like it was later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember the story of events.
Okay.
And after he got out of the car, he stumbles, falls down on his front lawn.
It's raining.
It's raining. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. So he just falls over on his back on the lawn. And I'm like, all right, Randy, you're good. See ya. And I dip out of there. And Kim, last thing I see is Kim just standing on the porch with a nice blanket over her, and she put a blanket on Randy, so he's got a nice little cozy blankie on the front lawn. Then he told me about a half hour he was sitting out there before he got the will and the gumption to get back up and come inside. sit in the bathtub for about an hour, just come to his senses. And he told me his 1 year rain shirt got ruined because of all the grass and the mud.
Oh, that's the worst part of the story.
Are you sure? The worst part of the story for me was trying to get him up the hill.
Good times.
What a story. What a story.
I'm going to make sure we're still recording really quick. I actually might stop it and then just restart it so it doesn't like glitch or something silly.
Bum, bum, bum. That's fine. It's my favorite holiday story.
Was that around the holidays?
No, but I tell it at every holiday.
That's fair. Do you still associate with this Randy Hogan character?
Oh, yeah. He's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm writing a comic book with him right now.
Oh, okay.
You never met him?
Nope. Not that I can recall. Maybe if I saw his face, I'm sure I would recognize him.
Bet.
Ooh, Ryan's all hip now. What are you, like 30? Are you 30 yet?
No, I'm not 30. However, I work with a bunch of teenagers.
That's got to be weird.
It is. I feel heckin' old.
Yeah, I'm 27. I know how you feel.
Oh, whatever.
What do you guys think about giving Justin a call?
I don't think he's going to pick up, but you can give it a shot.
Okay. I'll dial him up while Ryan shows you a picture of Ryan. So do you remember Justin Peterson?
No.
Faintly.
Sort of related, like he's my brother or
I feel
something.
like he kind of looks like you.
Actually, I remember the first time I met him. He was in my basement he was recording Ignorance on that little 8-track player. And he didn't say a fucking word to me.
No.
He didn't say a word.
A word.
By the way, you just reminded me. I'm going to interrupt for a second. Can we talk about how the writing evolved from album 1 to album 2, or should we save that for later? Because a lot of those songs, like Ignorance, I listen to that now and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I don't know, man. You wrote it, not me.
Yeah, no, I wrote it. I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? And then I dish out something like Rebel Souls that ends up being huge. I'm like,
you know
what
what?
the fuck?
Ignorance wasn't one of the ones I disliked. I feel like it was weird, but it was cool.
I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of that
I'm
one.
so sick of it. I'm so sick of Aaron. Oh wait, did that come out wrong? Oops.
No, it was right. That was right. It's probably how you sang it after you fired me.
So we could talk about that.
So actually, fun fact: my little brother, when he heard that song, he's like, "Why does this sound familiar?" Did you rip off Critical Acclaim by Avenged Sevenfold? I'm like, no, not really. It did have a little bit of nuance of Critical Acclaim to it, though.
Sure.
I listened to it again. I'm like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to that. I never put that together.
I took the verse riff and I just kind of ran with it, but I did like different notes. That's I was trying not to break copyright rules. But.
Wow. I mean, there's been closer resemblances.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's it's drop D and it's the bar chords. Everybody that's what they're known for. Everybody uses the same thing. Only so much you can do with certain rhythms and 4/4 time. So.
Sure, we should have wrote in a different sign signature.
Like Tool.
Now we're thinking.
So, Justin joined the band. Was it directly after Aaron left?
He was a touring member for a while, and then when Aaron got the boot, we're like, all right, we don't have any other option. Justin, I guess you're the shoe-in.
Well, I feel like you guys came to that conclusion before you gave me the boot.
So let's talk about the boot.
Oh, okay. Das Boot.
So why did we get rid of Aaron?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
I was under the impression it was a mutual parting of the ways. I'm probably very wrong about this assumption, but I was in college, I was too busy, and you guys were also fed up with my bullshit. So
that's true. You had a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
I can't even remember how much bullshit you had.
It was a lot of bullshit.
It was.
It was.
Okay.
It was a lot.
So we're just gonna go with that. It was the bullshit. But no, for real. We all talked about it many times. bitching about you.
I think my biggest complaint about you was that you always wanted to be part of the writing session, but you were never around, and we couldn't get with you on the computer or anything like that. So I was like, well, he's going to keep bitching about this, but he can't do anything about it, so bye.
I think it was a lot of frustration of you not being available.
Valid. Very valid. I had a very busy life after I got to college, so I was not salty about being booted. Let's put it that way.
Understandably,
it was kind of a breath of fresh air. Actually, it was warranted, if anything.
I was so nervous about booting you.
Yeah, we decided that you were going to do it because I was too emotional and Zach is too emotional. So we decided to have the least emotional person do it, and Fogley was gone at this point.
And I'm an emotional person.
Yeah, okay.
We are all emotional people. I mean, what the
Yeah.
fuck did we write about? Jesus.
Yeah, rebel souls.
I just remember I'm like, Aaron, you need to stop by my house after I got off work or something.
You know what I was doing when I got that call, and I knew exactly why I had to go back to your house? I was over at Steve Windle's house getting high when I got that call.
Aw, memories.
So I call him over. We're out on my driveway. I'm like, Aaron, bro, you just can't commit to the band anymore. I need you to step down.
And I was like, Robbie, bro, fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, you were
actually,
like that.
No, he wasn't.
No, I wasn't. I don't think I was.
Actually, I just remember it going extremely smoothly. He's like, yeah, you're right. And then
That's why I said it was like a breath of fresh air. Actually, when you finally said, we don't want you around anymore. I'm like, understood. That's fine.
But here we are. All back together again.
I never hated you guys for it. Although I'm going to be honest, I am a little miffed I wasn't invited to your wedding, Ryan.
I didn't have an address.
Yeah, that's not the
that's
best
valid.
excuse.
That's valid. Kind of valid, I guess. I don't know. Still.
What about Robbie's wedding?
What?
Nothing.
Is Robbie even having a wedding at this point? I was supposed to go with Nicole.
Snap. He's going to be miffed about that too.
Oh shit. Well, he got over mine.
Well,
right?
to be fair, at that point me and you hadn't talked in 5 years or 4 years or something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm using that too. I haven't talked to you in 6 years.
Your wedding was 2 years ago.
So 4 years.
So 4 years.
Did you ever keep up with him? Maybe this was your fault.
I was still friends with you on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Hey, weddings are expensive. You can't just invite anyone.
I'm joking with you guys. Honestly, I was DJing so much in the past 4 years. DJing was my side gig. I was DJing so much I probably wouldn't have been able to make it anyway. So.
Yeah, actually, I thought about that. I remember this now. Inviting you to the wedding, I was like, should we invite Aaron? Face like, whatever, I don't care. And then I saw you starting to post DJ stuff. And then I'm pretty sure when we announced that we were getting married, you're like, you need a DJ? And I was like, this motherfucker.
I do that to all of my friends that announce they're getting married.
Did.
I do that to all my friends.
I remember him being mad about it. You were mad because you were like, all he wants to do is make money off my wedding. He doesn't want to actually come.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Yep. So, along with address, there's that.
The seal's back.
How's that?
Yeah, that's how you laugh, isn't it? That's right. What's more embarrassing here, me or your seal laugh?
Actually, the thing that I disliked about you the most, Robbie, is that fucking cough. Remember? You'd be like, hey guys, how's it? And then blah, 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 blah. And then 2 minutes later, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that's gone.
Yeah, for the most part, it resurfaces, but those allergy shots helped immensely.
That's good. Because I remember you'd be singing something and you'd be like, da 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 da. Da 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 da.
La 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 la. Is that how I sounded? La 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 la.
Yeah, your voice was a little higher, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
On stage.
So after we fired Aaron, let's see if Justin is going to answer the phone here.
I don't want to talk to Justin. I want to talk about Julia Kay and Caught in the Rain.
You don't want to talk to Justin?
I mean, we can just.
I forgot about Julia.
I'm sure he's only going to stay on the phone for like a max of 2 minutes.
Fine, we'll come back to Julia.
I am not. I am a little miffed, but I'm not actually miffed. I wasn't invited. I was way too. I would have been way too busy to show up anyway.
Well,
so.
the one thing I hate about weddings is that you got a certain amount of seat capacity, and you have to pick and choose how many people and what people are going to do it, right?
Right. No, I get it.
And then, no, hold on. And then you get all these people that say that they're going to come, and then the wedding happens, and then they don't come. So you're like, you should have told me you weren't coming in the first place, so I
No.
can invite other people.
Trust me,
I have
get
a problem. I don't have my brother's phone number in my new phone.
it. Wow, what a dick.
Do you have his phone number?
Let's find out. I think I actually only have one Peterson in my phone.
I definitely don't have your brother's phone number. My phone number got different.
Ooh, wait, hold on. I got OYR Justin. Haha.
Aha! All right.
Probably update that, make him not OYR Justin anymore.
To finish my thought based on your thoughts, I actually have. I obviously I don't have anybody I'm getting hitched to anytime soon. But the day I do get hitched, I have a set of rules. I've already decided. When I'm sending out my invitations, I have very specific rules I'm going to tell all my guests.
Oh, I think his phone number might be new, so we'll see if he answers.
It's not in service.
If you feel you've received this message in error,
Great.
please hang up
Now I can
and
get
try
rid of the
your
contact
call
on my
again
phone.
later. Message
No, it's OYR.
OH16256.
Well, that sucks.
Subscriber you.
All right. Well, it looks like we're calling my mom first.
That's not awkward.
Can
What are
I-
the rules?
So, before you call your mother,
Before you call, never mind.
I'm not sure I have much to say.
Please leave your message.
Mom ghosted you.
Damn it.
Can I finish my thought now?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna try my dad.
Jesus
Wait.
Christ. I don't think he's going to. It's okay. I got to think of my rules again. I just kind of forgot.
I just told you already.
Too late. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad.
Dad.
You can do it, Dad. Dad. He's not gonna answer either because it shows up as a different phone number.
Can you hear us if we're talking to this?
Yeah.
Okay, if he picks up.
You've reached the voicemail of Rob Peterson.
We could all leave him a nice little voice message.
Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. How may I take your order? Sir? Sir?
What he said? What he said?
Yeah. What he said.
We'll just go with that. Hi, Dad.
Damn prank callers. Fudge it.
Oh my god.
Who the fuck is this?
All right. Well, I guess you know what? I'll text my parents and ask them what Justin's phone number is.
Stop ignoring me, Mom and Dad. I'm calling you.
I remembered what my rules were.
Good.
Rule number 1, no kids. Rule number 2, if you RSVP, you're gonna fucking party. If I see you sitting around, I will personally drag you out of your seat to party or ask you to leave. 3, if you RSVP and don't show up, I'm charging you for the plate.
Your no kids rule. What's the age limit for that?
There's not really an age limit. Well, 18, I guess. I want it to be like adults only.
Okay, so 18 and up.
Yeah, well, so this is mostly to keep like families from bringing their like toddlers and newborns along, and like they have to constantly be babysitting their kids or like having somebody else. This is mostly an annoyance on my part because the families will leave their kids unattended and they get so enamored by everything that I've got at my booth that they're just running around me all the time, and I got wires and shit everywhere, and I'm like, I don't want to tell the parents like, hey, please watch your kid, like, because I obviously I've got a reputation to uphold, but I've started telling parents like, hey, I really don't want your kid to get hurt. I've got wires back here. Please make sure they don't come back here. Then they'll like take them away for like 10 minutes, and the kid will still start throwing a temper tantrum and run away and come back by me, and it's a vicious cycle of bullshit.
I
So
went to a wedding where they said no kids, but they said no kids because they wanted everyone else to enjoy as an adult. where they wouldn't have to look after their kids or anything like that.
That's 90% of the reason.
Yep.
The 10% of it is so that nobody has to babysit their kids. But I mean, I'm gonna put in the invitation like, unless your child's name is on this invitation, please find a sitter for them and leave them at home. I want to party with who I invited.
Yep.
So I will invite children in my family if there are still children in my family by the time I get married. But what are you looking at?
I have Justin's phone number now.
Oh, great.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about this. At my wedding, I actually played a Revis song as the first dance.
Really?
Yep.
Which one?
Searching for Someone.
Okay.
Album that didn't happen.
Okay. Reasonable. Yeah. I remember hearing that. They had a lot of really good material that never got released.
I'm really mad about it.
You and every other Revis fan out there. I actually listened to Places for Breathing all the way through about a month ago, I think. I just put it on in my car and listened to it all the way through. Still a really good album.
You know that Robert Davis is in like 2 or 3 other bands now?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's got Animal Waves, they got some good stuff. Just look it up.
Justin Holman, that's his name?
Yes.
He's like super diehard Christian now, isn't he?
I think he and his brother came out with a Christian record 2-3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
I guess. Since you're just gonna cut us off.
This should be interesting.
If he answers.
Hello?
Hey, is this Justin Peterson?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Robert Peterson.
Aaron Chandler.
And Ryan.
Oh, I don't know who I know. I don't think I know who that is.
Oh, hey, you're on 1 Year Radio.
Oh, wait, what?
Congratulations, you're our first caller for 1 Year Radio, a new podcast coming to you via the internet.
Oh, I'm on 1 Year Radio right now?
Yes.
The button is lit up and
Sweet. I don't know what that is.
It's we're recording a podcast, and we're all three sitting at a table with microphones talking about 1 Year Rain and our experience. So we wanted to get your experience.
Well, that's kind of an open-ended question for me to go off of randomly. You just want me to talk?
So
start from the beginning, Justin.
yeah, I actually do have a question for you, Justin. Do you remember? I think this was the first time that I met you. You were in my parents' basement and helping us to record "Ignorance" on that 8-track. Do you remember that?
hello?
Did we lose him?
Hey, what's up? I can't hear the other people. I only can hear you, Robbie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I kind of heard a distant voice in the background, but it was...
Oh, okay.
I couldn't understand it all.
I got it. Here, Ryan, you say it again.
Justin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, Ryan. It's Justin.
Oh, hey, Justin. I think I remember you. So, do you remember back in the day where I hadn't even met you yet, and we were just forming the band? You came over to my parents' basement and recorded "Ignorance" for us on that 8-track.
Yeah.
Do you remember saying anything to me? Because I remember it as a very awkward encounter.
Yeah, I mean, I was a pretty awkward boy back then.
You had resting bitch face real bad.
Yeah, no, I was definitely not much of a talker. Robbie's, the social butterfly of the family.
Yeah, I can tell. He's doing this podcast.
But yeah, I definitely remember that. I remember that six-track player. I still have. I actually think that's. I have a video of that on YouTube. I don't know if it was recording you. I think I was recording a guitar part, but it's somewhere on YouTube. It's like 9 years old or something.
Well, actually, it's our 10th anniversary this year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's
Sweet.
another reason 1 Year Radio
Happy
is coming
birthday!
to you. I would say thank you, but it's not just me.
Oh, okay. Are you guys still playing?
So we're looking to get back into it, but currently no. But
Cool.
I have Aaron here.
Hey, how's it going?
The guy whose place you took when he left.
Oh yeah. I remember that guy.
Yeah. What do you
I'm just
think
kidding.
of?
I know Aaron very well.
What do you think of him?
Aaron?
Yeah, he's right here.
I mean, Aaron, it's been a long time since I talked to Aaron, so I wouldn't know what I think of him now. But, back then, I was kind of on the fence whether I liked Aaron or not. Not that he was a bad person. It's just I had a different personality. But I never had any issues with him, so.
Hey, Justin, can you hear Aaron when he talks to you? Go ahead and say something.
Can you hear this?
No,
No, I can't hear Aaron.
Okay, Aaron, why don't you come over here and give Justin a little chat?
What am I going to talk about? I have no idea.
Whatever you want.
To talk about whatever. Hey, Justin, what do you think about cheeseburgers, man?
Dude, cheeseburgers are pretty good. I'm definitely down with cheeseburgers.
I know, right? Like, they nicknamed me 5 cheeseburgers back in the day, thinking it was an insult, but cheeseburgers are fucking awesome, right?
Dude, they're great.
Exactly.
I mean, I think it's pretty. I think almost every U.S. American has at least one cheeseburger a week.
I would agree
At
with you.
least one.
I had one today.
I would say I'm above average.
Yep. You're not American if you don't have cheeseburgers. That's how it goes. Well,
Exactly.
Hey, good chat, Justin. I'm glad you didn't completely hate me when I was, an immature little fuck. So thank you. I didn't hate you either.
Hey, yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I feel the same exact way.
Hey, so the real reason we brought you on is we have to ask you the one song you wrote for One Year Rain, "Away in Pain." What inspired you to write that riff?
So I think that was when one of my relationships came to an end abruptly. So it was just I was feeling pretty mad. So I don't know. I just started playing, and that came out.
Do you mind if we ask who it was?
Oh, it was Danielle.
Danielle.
I don't know if you remember Danielle.
I think I might have.
We dated for probably I think 6-7 months. I can't remember exactly how long. But yeah, I remember that because she everything was going smoothly, no issues, at least on my end. But who knows? I mean, I was probably an awful communicator, back then. But yeah, she came over, one day and just had all my sweatshirts, Basically, that's all I owned was sweatshirts.
Oh, she didn't keep them?
Yeah. No, she didn't keep them. I remember I was upstairs playing League of Legends, and she came up in the room, and she had everything, and she was like, "Yeah, we're breaking up." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Wow,
Obviously, it was a little more than that, but it was just very random.
It sounds like a lot of my breakups now.
I was extremely upset over that because that was kind of like the first breakup where someone was breaking up with me, where I didn't want it to happen, So had a lot of feelings and emotions going on. So that's kind of where that came from.
Sounds like you were very angry with that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I'm obviously not angry now, but yeah, I mean, I was pretty upset.
Justin, the only girl that I remember you dating was Becca.
Oh yeah, I mean, that kind of upsets me. That's what you remember, because that's something I'd never want to remember.
The only reason why I remember her is because she kept finding me at work and talking to me about you.
Well, that's a little weird.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and that's why I remember it.
Justin, I
I
cannot.
could imagine if one of your wives came over to my work and was like, "Hey, you remember Justin?" Or just started talking about you or whatever.
Hey, really quick, I'm gonna flip this to Omni pickup pattern. See if you can hear all of us.
Sweet.
Oh, now we got it going on. So I should have done this at the start. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
You can just buy the Rodecaster Pro.
So let me get this straight. So you're angry about a breakup with Danielle, and then you wrote a guitar riff. And I think I wrote the words to "Away in Pain" regarding your heartbreak. That would probably be why it says "Away in Pain." Correct?
Yep. Yeah, I wrote the riff, and I think me and you sat down in the basement, and we came up with that in about 30 minutes. I don't remember exactly how long, but it wasn't that long.
No, it wasn't that long. 30 minutes to an hour. For
I mean, obviously there were things that we needed to do, and one of the things that I really wanted to do was kind of adjust the song a little bit. Like I feel like the song was unfinished. We had that little breakdown in the middle, kind of before the solo, and it's just kind of empty, And that was me just having writer's block of, okay, what should I have here? I don't know. Let's just put this.
I feel like that is one of her, at least for me, it's one of my strongest vocal songs. I just sound really good.
You kill it, man. I actually listen to that song every now and then, and I think it's in the beginning of the song or near the beginning of the song, but dude, your vocals were killing it.
Yeah, and me and Zach sounded really good on the harmonies together. That's one of my favorites. So thanks for writing that with us.
No problem, man. It was fun.
Any last closing remarks for my brother?
You're a mechanic now, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm a mobile mechanic, so I own a mobile mechanic business where we do auto repair and maintenance at our customers' houses.
That's awesome.
And I've been running that for about 3 years now, so it's been going good.
Do you specialize?
But I mean, as far as last words on the band, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I think one of the main problems I had was I just, I was young and I didn't take it seriously. And I think if maybe I would have took it a little more seriously, we could have, went further. But I mean, I was kind of the sub for Aaron while Aaron was, I think, going to college. So.
Oh no, I was fired. You could have taken that by storm. I was fired.
Okay. Well, then I never heard that story.
You were just the temp that became permanent by default.
Yeah, you could have taken that. You could have taken
I ended
that
up going to college, and that's where I left. So.
Justin, you live in Texas now, and you have my nephew. How old is he now?
He is going to be turning 2 in May, so I'm not very good at math, but I believe he's 19 months old right now. Maybe 20.
And you are also engaged to Andrea, which I'm very happy about.
Ooh, engaged.
Yeah. No, she's the love of my life. So we're planning on having our wedding in October 2022. We haven't figured out the exact date.
I have a question for you. Do you need a DJ?
I may have an answer.
This motherfucker.
You'd say it again. I don't think I heard you.
Do you need a DJ?
I was actually thinking about that, and I was like, man, if our wedding was in Illinois, I would totally hire Robbie, as a sound guy, and hire, you guys to do some sound for us.
Ouch.
Well, yeah, that's a bit of the problem, but Aaron, you're really gonna fly out to Texas to DJ his wedding?
I mean, I've gone weirder places to DJ things. So
how do you get the gear out there? You just drive it out?
Just drive. Keep driving until you get there.
That's gonna cost you a pretty penny, Justin. Like there's about a $500 upcharge.
Aaron, I gotta ask you, how's your Spanish?
How's my Spanish? Non-existent.
Yes. Okay, that might be a problem. As half the family, well, probably more than half is Mexican, so we need a good mix of white people music and
hire somebody else. I'm not your guy.
I'll tell you what, at least if I do it, they could be like, oh, it's the groom's brother. He doesn't know shit.
This is true.
They give me a pass. They'd be like, yeah, this music sucks, but, he's white, so, whatever.
You're wearing, khaki shorts with the button-up shirt tucked in.
When did Robbie turn into a dad?
Socks.
I turned into a dad when I got a puppy.
That's true. I did too.
All right, Justin. Well, it's good hearing from you. Hope everything's cool out there. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. I hope everything's going good there, and I think the band should get back together. You know, and we could be like, we could change the name maybe to like 1 year quarantine or something.
I think it's gonna be longer
What do you
than
think?
that. It might be like 10-year quarantine.
Actually, yeah, no, that sounds about right at the rate things are going.
10-year quarantine. I don't know, dude. We were supposed to open up last Easter.
You do live in Texas, though.
Yeah. No, things are locked down here, but I imagine it's probably less strict compared to some of the more blue states. But
Yeah, well, we won't get into that stuff. But
yeah.
thanks for dropping in. It was fun. I actually wasn't sure whether you'd answer because
I like how you're like, I love this. Thanks for dropping in. Dude, you called me.
Did you want to tell him you didn't have his number?
Well, Justin, I didn't even have your number because I broke your Pixel phone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I tried to repair the charging port and I damaged the motherboard. So I didn't even have your phone number. So I had to call Mom. She didn't hang up, or she didn't
hang up. She just kept going and going.
She didn't pick up because I'm calling through Google Voice, so it's a different phone number. That way I could get it into my computer. And she didn't pick up, so I had to text her, and then she gave me her phone number. I was like, holy baby Jesus, I swear, I don't think Justin's going to pick up. And maybe he'll pick up because he probably gets phone calls from a bunch of random people because of his business.
Yeah, that's why I was like very standoffish when I first answered the phone because it was a number I didn't recognize. And I'm like, it's just another spam caller. And then the voice sounded kind of familiar, but I still wasn't sure, so.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks for answering.
No problem, man. All right, well, my son, he's not going to sleep, so I need to take care of that. You guys have any other anything else you want to discuss, or?
No, but we may call you back in the future.
Cool.
Or you can always call us.
I may answer.
All right, talk to you later, Justin.
All right, talk to you later, Robbie. I'll see you guys later. See you later, Ryan. See you later, Aaron.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Well, that was interesting.
That was awkward. It's like he didn't even know us.
That's why I talked about cheeseburgers.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about music videos, huh? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we released To the Sky? You know what? Actually, let's talk about James Blankenship.
So,
I
yes.
faintly remember this character.
Vaguely? Boy, let me tell you. So this guy just started hanging around. I met him through a friend at film school, and the friend and I were okay, but James was really like, he's the guy who wanted to go to film school to make movies, but he couldn't do it. So he was working instead of going to school, which is fine, because I was doing the same freaking thing. And this guy and I were inseparable. It was James and Jones and Grace for a long time. And then he started getting a little goofy wacky, and he decided that he liked this woman, and she was not batting for the correct team in his eyes. She was lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And Robbie and I were like, this is good song material, man. Let's write a song about it. And I'm pretty sure you came up with the guitar riff.
No.
No.
Wait, are we talking about To the Sky?
Yeah.
No, I didn't come up with that. Robbie came up with that.
I came up with
You
it.
did? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Well, that makes it even better. Because I remember writing all this stuff down and then giving it to Robbie and saying, you think you can sing this? And he's reading it and he goes, is this about a lesbian? And I was like, yes. And you were so excited to be singing about lesbians.
I was very excited. I made sure to tell everyone I knew that the song was about lesbians.
Is that why you introduced it that way every time?
Yes.
The song is about lesbians?
The song is about lesbians,
Every
and
time
then
we're on stage, good
Yeah.
lead-in, like, who wants to hear a song about lesbians? And then there'd be like a person going,
yeah, lesbians.
and it wouldn't be James.
You think it's gonna be like a Steel Panther kind of thing where you just start talking about sucking nipples and you just like scissoring and whatnot, and then
Well, it's not that rated R.
Yeah, it wasn't that rated
It
R.
was more
Jesus.
subtle than that.
It was way more subtle than that. Jesus.
Wow. Anyways, and
Do you,
then
do you even remember what the lyrics are?
hardly.
it's got to the sky in the chorus, not to the dick.
Running in
But if it's not about,
fear
if it's
seems
about
so-
lesbians, there wouldn't be anything about dicks in it, would there?
Well, if you're running from fear, which is the dick.
So the lyrics were running in fear.
I don't think they're afraid of dicks though.
He won't listen to me. Running in fear seems so insincere.
I know what the lyrics are. I'm just being stupid, okay?
But trusting in no dick. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't the lyrics. But it would have fit.
And then this guy, even though we wrote a song about him, I don't think we told him for a long time.
No, I think when he found out, that was his departing point.
I don't know, maybe. But then,
He was mad, I remember.
and then we did more stuff with him. He decided that he liked a person that was 17 over in Maryland. And he met her online and everything, and he decided to go fly out there because the age of consent is 17 in Maryland and 18 in Illinois. So then we wrote this song called Shattered Skies about it. And I remember writing the song.
You exploited the shit out of this guy, didn't
Hey,
you?
he's got good stories. So I remember sitting in my basement.
We did, yes.
I wrote Unfulfilled, and then I was like, man, Shattered Skies needs some lyrics. So I started writing down all these lyrics about this guy's escapades. And then I'm like, this is too on the nose. I need to put other stuff in here. So I started writing down James Bond stuff in there, too. Like, what was it? Live and Let Live, or Live and Let Die, and then a couple other things.
Mhm.
The World Is Not Enough. I was like, yeah, no one will ever figure this out. Did you know I wrote that about the Maryland guy?
I don't know that I did.
Okay. Well, it was pretty good that I kept it from everyone else.
I'd say so. I didn't know about that. And then I think Shattered Skies was after I got the boot. So
It was. I remember the exact date. It was. We threw a party.
you look unusually proud of that.
Well, he really had to kick out. So.
No, I was just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's see here.
We want to talk about the music videos.
Oh, right, the Hub music video.
The Hub music video, the only music video that ever got
Oh.
released, To the Sky. And
No, yeah. Let's talk about To the
To
Sky.
the Sky got released. That wasn't at the Hub. That was in downtown Chicago. I've got a story about that, but I'll tell it later.
No, tell it right
No,
now.
You
tell
wanna
her
tell her right
right
now?
now,
That's the perfect
baby.
This is not band related at all, but so
That's
do you
fine.
remember? You remember my brother tagged along when we did that?
Yes.
Yeah, my brother was there, or there in quotation marks. So my brother decided he wanted to get super fucking high that night. For
Your
some
brother? No.
reason, right? But I had like a bunch of NyQuil in my car for some reason. I don't know why I had it, but he's like, I'm just gonna pop like 8 of these and see what
Did
happens.
you fuckers drive with me? Or did you drive on your own?
I drove on my own.
Okay, good, because I vaguely remember you telling me that your brother downed a whole bottle of NyQuil.
It wasn't a bottle; it was just pills. But
Oh.
either way, yeah, he was hanging out and watching us do the music video, and then suddenly he comes up. He's like, "Man, can I have your keys, man?" I'm like, "Why? Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just tired." I'm like, "Well, that's what happens when you pop a bunch of NyQuil. Have a nice nap. Go out there. Please don't get shot, because we're in Chicago." So he. After we're done shooting the video, he's in the car, or like, no, was he in the car first, or was he in the house somewhere passed out?
I think he was in the house because I'm pretty sure the director came up to me. He's like, "Hey, your guitarist brother is on my couch."
That's right. No, I had a problem getting him out of. He wouldn't wake up. I was like, oh fuck, he might be dead. We're in trouble. Damn it. Yeah, so I had to like carry him out to the car after that. But yeah, my brother got super high in quotation marks on NyQuil. He just got super sleepy.
So that wasn't the only party foul or music video foul that happened that night. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting because you know how music videos go. They have to get the lighting just right, but the lighting took probably 3 hours. So we're waiting, and
It
Zach
didn't even turn out that good anyway.
No, it didn't. Sorry, whoever
I was gonna say
produced it.
It's a film
Who
student.
who
so
did that?
Steve.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know, but nice guy. But yeah, he didn't even. I mean, oh wow.
I know you're mad, Brian.
I know.
Don't hit the mic like that.
I know. I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't get so flustered. But the lyrics didn't even match up with the video, so it's kind of embarrassing. At least I hyper focused on that because I'm the singer. But Zach sits down on a lawn chair. It's one of the plastic lawn chairs, but he doesn't just sit down on it.
I forgot about this.
I don't remember it.
He literally like full out like WWE body slams this lawn chair and it breaks one of the legs off.
What the hell? Wait, did I miss this?
Yeah, you
I
must
think you were
have.
trying to find your brother or something.
Damn it.
And he's like,
Nate, you ruin everything.
so this guy is filming this music video for free for us. And he body slams his lawn chair and breaks it. And I just remember being like, dude,
What the hell?
this is why we can't have nice things. But just for some reason, that moment sticks out in my head.
You know what? I think was that right before the party scene in the garage that we were shooting?
Yes, correct.
I remember his face being so red.
Yep.
He just wouldn't look at anyone, just be looking up at the sky.
Well, it's to the sky, so we might as well look up at the sky. Good times. That was a long night.
That was a very mediocre music video.
Yeah, I didn't even enjoy the making of. It was, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the only music video we've got.
Not technically.
Are there others ready?
Well, there's the one at the hub that Robbie wants to talk about. Do you remember what song that was for?
That was for Unfulfilled.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. We did make something for Unfulfilled. I think I was in that.
So we pretty much were supposed to film it, and the main character didn't show up. Piece of shit. I don't remember what his name was, but I went to college with him, and I don't forgive him to this day. I mean, nice guy, piece of shit. Like,
Getting mixed messages from you.
yeah, really nice, great guy, piece of shit.
Wow. I also remember that there were only like 10 people in the audience. So Nicole, the director, had to use some movie magic to make it work out. And I think she had to pull, some guy off the street for the main character? Because this piece of shit great guy didn't show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think it fell apart. We were missing a scene. We had to re-record something. And I think at that point we were just done. And we donated $100 to the hub. I remember that.
Did you even make $100 off of that?
No, it's a music video.
Music video. We paid for it. We pretty much paid for the space.
I haven't even seen the dailies for it, and that was, 5 years ago?
Yeah. So, Nicole, if you're listening, could you at least give us some video?
Yeah.
We paid good money for that.
Wait, it's not even on YouTube or anything? Or is it in her making video or something?
It's in her possession somewhere.
Okay. Well, no, because she did that, she did a project for school, a behind the scenes of the, album making or whatever. And
I think there was some video from it in that, but not very much.
The only thing I really remember is the guy, the main character, being on stage with you guys, rocking out during the last chorus. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember if I remember seeing it from behind or from the front.
Who was it?
I don't know, some guy. Nice guy. Probably not a piece of shit.
Probably not a piece of shit.
nice guy, though.
Nice. What other music video? Oh, you want to talk about? Was it Jingle Bells?
That one did get released. Yep.
Dashing through the snow.
Yeah, that was
Walking the night away.
one of our best achievements, I think, as a band. Is that
I don't know.
song
I think
and
I
that
say,
music video.
you know, I heard that Santa Baby that you did, and I am thoroughly disappointed that was not released.
Well, it's copywritten.
Our version isn't.
Everything's copywritten. We should have just released it, but it was inappropriate, so I think that might have been why we didn't release it. I guess I don't know what we were going
It wasn't
for.
appropriate. Nothing's appropriate these days. Who cares?
I don't know if we were trying to go for family-friendly band or like hardcore band.
Who cares?
But we should probably. So what was the last line? Star bright, starlight.
No, my character's name was Starbright, who's fucking under the tree tonight.
Yes.
And you can meet me at Sticky Fingers at the bar between the hours of 9 and 10.
This might be Ryan's alter personnel.
I
Or
showed it to people.
persona.
We always know Ryan has an alter ego.
I show it to people at work all the time. They're very surprised.
Jingle Bells was great. The music video was actually horrid, but funny because it was so horrid.
I was going to say, I think we were trying to be campy at that point because we didn't care.
Yeah. Well, no, because that was a very last minute thing. I showed up at like the last minute to actually do that.
Everyone had a beard except you because you came late.
I'm actually so embarrassed. From the music video, I'll only show people the song, not the music video.
I always forget we have a music video for it.
Probably a good thing.
I look like shit in that video.
Nicole did a great job, though. I just
Yeah,
want to add
great
that.
job.
Add that in. You did great, kid.
Yeah.
It's just us.
We suck.
And the song.
No, the song's good. The video,
Right. Sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
the song was good.
we sucked in the video. She did fine. We sucked in the video.
You know, we should start planning on the next Christmas music
right
for
now.
this year. Yeah, because with our schedules, it's probably going to take about 11 months to get it together.
Are we gonna drop the album before that?
I hope
Nah.
so.
Christmas takes precedent.
2021, the 10-year anniversary, dropping the second album.
You think we're gonna be able to play a show this year if we get out?
No,
No,
we could on YouTube.
Could.
I'd
Do
be
live
okay
stream.
with doing a live stream.
Yeah, we wouldn't have any copyright issues if we did that because it's our shit. So unless we threw a cover in there.
Well, even if you do cover, Facebook doesn't stop it unless you have too much of the tracks in. And because my sample band does it.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, so we haven't had any problems. But if you play the straight up song, they'll cut your stream. So that you don't want. But we could actually probably do a live stream. That'd be really fun.
Are you thinking like a standstill camera live stream or like somebody's moving around with a camera live stream?
I would rather it be someone moving around with the camera.
Okay.
Both. Maybe we can just go over to Keith Semple's house and just be like, hey, we need to use your studio for our live show. And I'm sure he'll say no.
That's okay. We'll probably get 5 streamers.
Probably.
Your parents, your mom, Faith probably won't log on, and then Zach, Deanna. That's it. That's 4? Yeah.
What, Zach isn't going to be playing with us?
No, Deanna.
Oh. I don't know. If we hype the shit out of it and finally release an album, we might get something out of it.
Well, I told you guys a couple years ago, Robbie, you probably don't remember this, but I was really hard bent on getting a physical release on the second album. And then 3 years ago, you and Zach were like, yeah, fudge that. Let's just do a digital. And I was so mad. I was like, okay, I'll do it on one condition, that we do 30 days of social media blitz. We'll start with the music video, next day's whatever on a blog, et cetera, and then on the 31st day, we'll release the album. You guys were like, yeah, sounds great. Let's do it. It didn't happen.
I know it didn't happen. I'm still totally up for a digital release because I think it's just a way to go now. Mm-hmm. Nobody uses CDs anymore. That's just a reality. I
do.
Okay. Well, you can buy a CD you can burn a CD for yourself.
It's not the same. Aaron?
I'm with him on this one. It's not the same. All of my favorite bands, I have the physical albums.
Yeah.
Well, we would just have to do a really small production of CDs.
No, I understand because we haven't made
actually
a lot of money on the first album.
You know what? Would be cool if we did a vinyl. Everybody's into vinyl these days.
More on that when we get to it.
That would be really expensive to do.
Yeah, I know, but it's a thought. You could release like 2 limited edition signed vinyls.
Or cassette.
Cassette tape. Yeah.
That's real outdated, bro. At least vinyls are still. You could still use turntables.
You can still use cassette players.
You can, but they don't. They don't make them brand new anymore.
Touche.
I'm sure you could find it somewhere.
Yeah.
Not brand new.
Nah.
Refurbished, maybe.
I have one in my garage.
See, that's all we need.
Speaking of which, what kind of vehicle you driving these days?
The one that you're parked next to outside.
Okay, what kind of vehicle is that? I didn't
Malibu,
pay-
Chevy.
Okay. Do you miss your old Sunfire?
Yeah.
Oh, that vehicle.
What was that car's name again? Jubilee.
Jubilee. Yeah.
That car was sexy.
Yeah.
It was a sexy car.
Can we take a little quick photo?
No.
Okay, let's do it.
Can I hold the Tito's?
Can I hold the sun drop?
Sure. Can I get all... Oh, shit. That's the wrong way. Can I get all you guys in? Wait. Wait, I think I can click that button. Wait, ready?
Hang on.
One more.
Do you want me to draw in Zach like I did for that one band photo?
You just got to draw a small circle and a larger circle, and then two stubby like ovals.
I actually drew a picture of him in our other band, and it was hilarious. It went a lot better than I thought. So hold on. Let me pull it up for you.
I feel like we should call Anthony Winnitus.
Fine, do it. I know you just really just want to use your phone call-o-meter.
I know, I do. But it was kind of fun, no?
Okay.
We don't have to.
No, go ahead. Do it. Your heart is set.
Are you
All right.
Skyping them?
Here we go.
Are you Skyping him?
Could we be a butthead?
Call has been forwarded to a
Just leave a voicemail.
Press the fuck you button.
71573.
I'll be butthead, you be Beavis.
Available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah,
I'll program your animal.
Let's go on, buddy.
I'm really embarrassed right now.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know what to say. Alright, now I'm going to call him from my phone.
That was awesome.
Hey, buddy. You okay over there, kid? You think about Alaska or Beavis and Butthead?
Ew. That's fucking gross.
That's hot.
No, he didn't answer for me either. He said, I'll call you in a minute.
Okay. I deeply apologize for what just happened.
You're fine.
Wow, that was very strange.
I'm just glad we got it on tape.
Are we still recording? Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm going to bring this back in for a minute. We can talk about something else. We didn't talk about everything, did we? Zach wine with cheese.
Zach is a dramatic.
I'll never forget, Zach was off on a tangent, and then Aaron's just sitting there strumming his guitar going, would you like some cheese with that wine? I'm pretty sure Zach left.
At least I called him out on it. I probably had no right to, though.
Yeah, if I recall, you whined just as much as he did.
Shh, we don't talk about that.
We can talk about that.
Yes, we can.
I actually don't have any moments to
I feel
recall.
like we are. I feel like we discussed that already. That's why I got the boot.
No, you got the boot because you went away to college.
And you were a turd about it.
I was a turd about going away to college.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he's pretty cool about it.
No, he was a turd about it. He was like, no, you guys can't write any music until I come back from college. Fuck you.
I said that.
No, not verbatim, but something like it.
Oh, I do remember something about that.
Now I'm wondering, did I really say that?
I think
Because
you
I'm sorry
really
if I
said-
did.
I think you did. You
Not
were
verbatim,
I
but
think
you
you
said
were
it.
upset. You didn't want us to continue on without you at first.
Well, it was like, okay, so my thought process probably at the time was like, this is a really good thing, and I don't want to lose that thing. And I was, yeah. So I didn't realize, like, me thinking, like, I don't know what kind of experiences I'm going to have at college. I don't know what's going to be important to me, yada, yada, yada. And then I realized, like, literally
Yada, yada, yada.
everything at college was way more important to me than anything else at the time. And when you booted me, I'm like, you know what? That's fine.
Heh. So we were on the radio. Was that
Yeah, we were on the radio a few times, actually.
101.7, was it? Or
Q-Rock.
Q-Rock? Was that 100.7?
100.7, yeah. Is that a Chicago-based station, by the way?
I don't think so. I think it's Elwood, Joliet, something like that.
Oh.
Hey, Ryan, do you still have that video up?
No, but I can get it
Oh, quickly.
right now.
Okay. Play the end of it, like when the song ends.
We had to pay to be on the station.
We did have to pay, but it was for a good cause. We paid
Yeah.
for cancer. Play it in the mic.
I'm finding the right part first. Just calm down.
Yeah, Robbie. God.
One year rain out of New Lenox. It was awesome. By the way, the name of that song was called Unfulfilled. They're our last band to play here on Q-Rock. Kindly gave and donated.
We were the last band, too.
St. Baldrick's event, and we gave them some love by playing their songs on the air. One year rain. Again, they are out of New Lenox. They say that they are constantly influenced by life.
L Town.
Interactions that everyone can relate to. That's how they come up with their music.
New Lenox sucks.
Influences are Alter Bridge, Skillet, Avenged Sevenfold, Foo Fighters, Tool, and several other really awesome bands. And When Your Rain has 3 singles out: To the Sky, Stay Silent, and Unfulfilled, and an album called End of an Era. And they are working on their next album. You can find links to their music.
Our next album.
To get to us easily, go to QRockOnline.com.
It's okay. It didn't affect their life that much.
No, but she gave us a great shout out.
Yeah,
All right.
she did her job. She gave us a shout out. Now her job is done. She probably didn't think much about it after that.
I am now taking bets on when you guys think that aired.
That aired in 2016.
Aaron?
15.
Aaron is correct. March 27th, 2015.
Boom.
Wasn't too far off.
A whole year.
A whole year.
I actually was thinking before that, but as soon as he said 16, I'm like, maybe it was later.
Nope. 3 years
times.
after our last album.
How many years from now?
10.
Did we drop End of an Arrow in 2012? Jesus.
Yes,
Yep.
2012.
We made the band name One Year Rain because we formed in 2011, and we only had 1 year left of rock out before the Aztecs and the Mayans said we're going to get screwed.
That's right. That's right.
And so we pushed for a December 2012 release so
can't-
everyone could enjoy our music before they died.
1 month. Here, just enjoy this album
Yep.
before you die.
Hey, can we talk about that cake?
Yes, but first, since you brought up the Mayans, I actually went to the Mayan ruins, and it was super cool. So the origin of the band, that's where I was. And damn, they built some cool stuff. If you stand in front of Chichen Itza's temple and clap, it sounds like, I think it was a certain bird that they worshipped. And it really did sound like that bird. I was really impressed.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I ordered the cake from Walmart, and if anyone has seen our logo for 1 Year Rain, it is a eclipsed sun, and the way that they did it is they had the entire cake pitch black so that the sun could be white. And when I ordered the cake, the person said, "Is this for a church?" Like a church would be ordering a pitch black cake. I said, "Lady, if it's for a church, we're more of a cult." And then I brought it back to the album release party for when we had the album.
Yeah.
And the basement was where the party was at. And I just remember people taking slices of cake and eating them. And then I just looked around. There's black tongues everywhere.
Oh, my Lord.
Next time we do a cake, make it a white cake with black ink,
Yep.
not the other way around.
Do you think I should try and give Zach a call and see if he picks up?
Go ahead. What have we got to lose?
He said he would be free right around this time, actually.
Are you fucking with us or are you serious?
No, that's what he said.
All right, call him. Like I said, what have we got to lose?
He might not answer a random number.
That's fine. Just do it anyways.
All right, I'll
We'll
try.
leave him a Beavis and Butthead voicemail.
Yeah. Are you going to omni-channel the mic first?
Yes, I will, right now. I don't know why it doesn't pick up all of us. That's very frustrating. I don't... What? I don't have his phone number? No way.
I'm surprised you have my phone number. You probably don't.
It's not in... Oh, it's not in Google Contacts. Here, I definitely have it because it's on my phone, so... Let's see if he answers.
What the fuck?
Hey, whatever helps. Are you not going to eat them?
Your message.
Are you not going to drink that shot?
1591949.
He hung up.
Hey, Brennan.
Hey, Zach. You suck.
Let's go. I am the great Don Julio. I need TV forever.
Can you, shut up?
No.
Alright, now I'm going to call him via phone. Let's see if he answers. Well, he didn't answer. Well, at least we tried.
You want to talk about Caught in the Rain?
Caught in the rain, wasting my time on the ground.
And how we met Robert Davis in Carbondale, and you...
We did do that, didn't we? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was a long night. Wow. Worth it, though. I held his guitar.
Yeah, he taught you how to play Caught in the Rain, even though you already knew how.
No, I was overdoing it when I was playing it.
Oh.
He helped me discover that. I was not doing it right. Even though, I'm pretty sure there's two different guitar parts to that. So I was playing a mixture of his guitar part and the other guitar part, and I shouldn't have been. So I figured that out after he showed me.
I remember taking a picture of you with holding his guitar, and he's just like cool as a cucumber, and you're just sitting there with your face beaming, like, I got Robert's guitar.
Yeah, well, I'm like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
It's not every day you get to hold one of your favorite band's guitars, you know.
And the incredible thing is that no one knows about Revis, but they formed in Carbondale, so they're a local band to us. But I found them on the Daredevil soundtrack, and I go see them every time I can.
What song was on Daredevil?
Caught in the Rain.
Was it?
Yeah,
Which Daredevil?
the guy's name is Matthew. The Ben Affleck movie. It's in
Okay.
the closing credits. You have to sit through the whole movie, and the first end credit song is the last song that plays in the end credits.
Huh.
And this local shop was going out of business, and I was like, Daredevil, I freaking love Daredevil. So I picked up the soundtrack, bought it, and that's how I found out about Evanescence, because Bring Me to Life is on there. That's how I found out about The Calling, because one of their songs is on there. And Revis, Rob Zombie's on there too, but I didn't really listen to him at the time. But every time that Robert Davis has one of his bands in town, I go see them and talk to them, and I'm one of the music videos for his band Low Love on accident. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go meet him and hold his guitar, and he's starting to recognize me every time I go to his band shows.
Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's good for me. It might be bad for him. It's probably like, this kid's freaking following me around. But I'm paying to see his shows, so I'm sure he's grateful.
Probably. Let me know next time you go to one of his shows. I'll tag along.
For sure. But I remember all of us being so enamored with that song, even before we had a vocalist, that we would just start playing it. We'd play it at the beginning of every
start
practice.
our practices.
We'd just start playing Caught in the Rain.
I could still play that, believe it or not. Like, I'll pick up a guitar and I start playing the riff, and like, I'll remember what I did during the verse too, which is not at all what you should do during the verse. I'm playing like the acoustic version of it on electric, and I don't know. My fingers naturally move to that just because I played it so much. It's weird.
That's one of the only things that I know how to play on guitar is that. That's the only thing I know how to play except for No Rain by Blind Melon. But remember when we got Julia to play with us for one of our first shows? She just came up and sang Caught in the Rain, and then she deuced out, and she brought up her little pink music stand that Robbie stole.
It was purple, and I still have it.
It's
really
okay. It might be like light burgundy, but it's definitely not purple.
It's purple.
Right. Where is it?
It's not here. It's at my parents' house. So technically, my parents stole it.
Awkward.
All right, everybody, and that about wraps it up here at 1 Year Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.